Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back for a Thursday edition of the Steel City Sports Report, where we talk everything Steelers, Penguins, and Pirates. I am your host, Brady Vini, and today's report includes Steelers quarterback speculations and drama is heating up. The Pittsburgh Steelers flunked the NFL Players Association report card. The Steelers are meeting with several draft prospects, and more. As always, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Now let's get into the first news story of the day. Steelers quarterback speculations and drama is heating up. Out of all the chaos which has been covering Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback rumors and reports this offseason, 3 names have now come forward as the top candidates. The 3 names are Justin Fields, Russell Wilson, and Matthew Stafford, with each having a new report around them. Starting with Fields, multiple local reporters are still saying that he is the Steelers' #1 choice, and that feeling may be mutual, as Fields posted on his Instagram story yesterday a picture of him and tight end Connor Hayward, possibly hinting at his desire to return to Pittsburgh. Next, on 93.7 The Fan yesterday, NFL on CBS reporter Aditi Kinkambwala said, quote, "Everything I've been told from people in the building is that Russell Wilson will not be re-signing with the Steelers. Reports and feelings among insiders are still conflicting on whether Wilson will return or not, but among the 3 candidates, I think he is the Steelers' last resort." And lastly, another national NFL insider and ESPN's Adam Schefter is now also hearing that the Steelers have interest in Los Angeles Rams quarterback Matthew Stafford. Schefter added that the list of potential destinations for Stafford are the Steelers, Giants, and Raiders in a distant lead over any other team. I still wouldn't get my hopes up, as Fox Sports NFL insider Jordan Schultz has been reporting about Raiders minority owner Tom Brady schmoozing Stafford at Brady's home in Montana. Like I said a few days ago, I don't think he wants to move back east, so Las Vegas will most likely be the winner of the Stafford sweepstakes. All I'm going to say now is brace yourself, people. The Combine in Indianapolis begins today and is a hive buzzing with NFL general managers and player agents, so more news is guaranteed to come out in the next few days. The Pittsburgh Steelers flunk the NFL Players Association report card. The NFL Draft Combine is a great time for NFL teams to evaluate players looking to make the NFL. However, one thing that people don't know is that players in the NFL evaluate their team just as much. Every offseason, the NFL Players Association gives grades for all the NFL organizations in multiple areas based on feedback from their players. Yesterday, those NFLPA grades came out, and just like in recent years past, the Steelers were graded near the bottom of the league in terms of player treatment. Placing 28th out of 32 teams, the Steelers received a C- for their treatment of player families, a B- for practice complex food and dining areas, a C+ for nutritionists and dietitians, a D for team locker room, a C+ for both practice complex training room and weight room, a B for training staff, a C- for strength and conditioning coaches, a B+ for team travel, an A for head coach, and a D for ownership. Yet again, the Steelers were either middle of the road or bad in all areas except for head coach. According to the NFLPA website, head coach Mike Tomlin was once again the highest graded on the card. The treatment of families was the biggest improvement from an F- last year to a C- this year, and that the locker room and strength and conditioning staff, which have been horrible for years, remain in need of upgrades. Also, that grade for Rooney, woof. In my opinion, take these grades for what they're worth, as they can sometimes be meaningless. Hell, last year the Kansas City Chiefs graded worse than the Steelers, and they won the Super Bowl. Anyways, let's hope that the black and gold can continue to improve off the field so that players can be better prepared on the field. The Steelers are meeting with several draft prospects. The NFL Draft Combine has arrived, and drills begin today with defensive linemen and linebackers, and the Steelers will be watching intently. Yesterday, prospects met with the media for pre-combine interviews, and a few mentioned that the Steelers have interest in them. The following list of players have been confirmed to have met or will be meeting with at least one member of the Steelers organization, formally or informally. On top of Boise State running back Ashton Jeanty yesterday, those players are Texas quarterback Quinn Ewers, Oklahoma State running back Ollie Gordon, Oregon defensive tackle Derek Harmon, Michigan defensive tackle Kenneth Grant, Texas defensive tackle Alfred Collins, Texas defensive tackle Vernon Broughton, Ole Miss defensive tackle J.J. Pegues, Oregon defensive end Jordan Birch, Boise State defensive end Ahmed Hassanein, Syracuse defensive end Fadil Diggs, Ohio State linebacker Cody Simon, Oklahoma linebacker Danny Stutzman, and I'm sure a few more that have not been reported. Again, just like at the Senior Bowl, the Steelers will have their eyes focused on today's combine group of defensive linemen, and so will I. The Pittsburgh Penguins are finally getting rid of this failed project. Day by day, it seems like the Pittsburgh Penguins are falling down the standings, but increasing their odds of the #1 overall pick. Even though they won't say it out loud, the tank is on for the top draft pick, and as a custom with many tank jobs, the Penguins are starting to drop less valuable players. Well, one of those less valuable players was put on waivers yesterday in forward Matt Nieto. In 31 games this season, Nieto recorded just 1 goal and 2 assists with a -8 rating. The 32-year-old was a healthy scratch in 8 of the past 15 games and was nothing more than a fourth-line penalty killer who played a handful of minutes a night, so him being waived isn't a big shock. Honestly, I hope Nieto gets another shot somewhere else, as he got rotten luck in Pittsburgh following major knee surgery last year. In other Pens news, injured reserve forward Boko Imama was a full participant at practice yesterday and should be activated with Nieto now waived. If that is the case, he could be back in the lineup immediately, as forward Michael Bunting missed yesterday's practice with illness. We will have to see how the lineup shakes out tonight as the Penguins play the Philadelphia Flyers again, this time in Pittsburgh. In net for the Pens will be Alex Nedeljkovic again, opposite Samuel Ersson for Philly, and puck drop is at 7:30 p.m. And finally, this Pirates prospect is shining at spring training, among others. Yesterday afternoon, the Pittsburgh Pirates were in split squad spring training action against the Baltimore Orioles and Atlanta Braves. Instead of talking about each game individually, here are the top performers from both. Beginning in Bradenton with a 7-4 win against the Orioles, minor league outfielder Matt Gorski continued his red-hot spring thus far, mashing another home run and almost made it 2. In 3 games now, the 27-year-old has 3 home runs and 9 RBIs, all against the Orioles, oddly enough. Other notable outings from that game were left fielder Tommy Pham and catcher Henry Davis getting multiple hits, designated hitter Andrew McCutchen still being a master of the strike zone with a pair of walks, and left-handed starting pitcher Bailey Falter going 2 scoreless with 3 Ks in his preseason debut. On the road against the Braves, which was a 9-4 loss for the Bucks, hopefully was the comeback party kickoff for outfielder Jack Suwinski. Suwinski went 2 for 3 at the plate with a towering home run to right center field. Also having a pair of hits was fellow outfielder Joshua Palacios and designated hitter DJ Stewart, who could very well be the Bucks' opening day first baseman. Speaking of first base, some good news off the field is that first baseman Spencer Horwitz will begin swinging the bat this week, but not yet batting or throwing. Please don't let that injury hamper him all season. The Pirates continue spring training action today against the Minnesota Twins at 1:05 p.m., which will be ongoing or wrapped up by the time you hear this. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps up a Thursday edition of the Steel City Sports Report. Again, please be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as subscribe to the channel. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys back here tomorrow with some more Pittsburgh sports news.